Vikings for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to our Irie Insurance pregame show, semifinal number 2 of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament. Enderlin will play the winner of this game Thursday night, 7:30, for a trip onto state. And this one features the Central Cass Squirrels, the number 2 seed in the region, number 5 team in the state, 18-3. And they will be facing the Kindred Vikings, 18-2, the 3 seed in this tournament, and the number 2 team in the state, according to the latest Class B boys basketball poll that wrapped up the 2021-2022 season. Enderlin surviving to beat Oak Grove 60-53 in our first game, which was a closely contested matchup between those two, a rematch of last year's semifinals. This is a rematch of the other semifinal from last year, and during the course of the regular season, Central Cass got a 69-60 win over Kindred. Joining me on the broadcast is Central Cass girls head coach Jay Bachman. First off, thanks for being with us here tonight. It's a fantastic atmosphere out here in Wahpeton.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I mean, anytime you put Central Cass versus Kindred in the same gym, I mean, you're going to get a crowd. Playing that tough game early in the season just makes this crowd even better. So should be a fun atmosphere and should be a good night.
69-60 was the score the last time these teams met. 11 made 3 for Central Cass, which seems to be the recipe if you want to beat Kindred. Look at how well they out-rebound Northern Cass yesterday. Didn't give them much around the rim. Three-pointing sometimes hit or miss. You get cold from the three. How do you have to adjust with the game, your game plan against a team like Kindred?
You know, they're so long. They're so long and they're so athletic. If you play them, honestly, in any sport, they're top 7. They're going to be good in any sport because they're so darn athletic. So, and we're not long, right? Or Central Cass is not long. So I think, you know, you got to beat them as any way that you can, right? You got to beat Kindred any way that you can. But Kindred's a great team. Like they're gonna make it tough for whoever they play, whenever they play, right? They got some absolute studs. They got some leapers. You know, they got some guys that can throw it down. They're a fun team to watch, and Central Cass is going to have to shoot well, right? They're going to have to shoot well. They're going to have to make Kindred have to sweat a little bit. You know, I mean, Central Cass is technically the 2, right? But I mean, Central Cass is the dog today. You know, they're the dog. They might be wearing the home jersey, but Central Cass definitely the dog today.
Yeah, and what a wild way to finish the season, right? You get a 3-way tie for the number 1 seed. Yep. Comes down to tiebreakers. Kindred, you think you win the last game of the regular season against the team that's right below you or right above you in the standings. You should be the number 1 seed. You got to think a team like Kindred, returning state champions, as you mentioned, long, athletic, gritty on the court, they got to take a little bit of exception to the fact that they weren't the number 1 seed.
I think so. I think that maybe puts a chip on their shoulder a little bit. They had such a tremendous season last year. And honestly, in the regions last year, right, going back, they handled Central Cass, right? They whooped them. So you got to think that's on their mind. That's on the Squirrels' mind a little bit. And it's gonna be a dogfight today. And I think, you know, Central Cass has got that chip, and I think Kindred's got a chip too. And it's gonna be a really good game.
Let us take a break here in our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll come back. We'll meet your starting lineups next. It is Region 1 semifinal action on yourliveevent.com.
All your needs under one roof. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton with cozy hotel rooms, water park, restaurant, and pub all in one location. And they're accepting resumes and interviews for front desk, housekeeping, and restaurant staff. A friendly work environment, competitive pay. Visit the website cassin.com, click on the employment tab, or call 701-347-4524. The Governor's Inn Water Park special this month, half-price wristbands at the water park and 30% off all birthday packages. Much more than just a hotel. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton, 701-347-4524.
Welcome back here to our Irie Insurance pregame show. Let's meet our starting lineups for Central Cass against Kindred. Against Kindred, the number 3 seed in this tournament. Central Cass, the number 2 seed. Both teams identical 10-1 records to wrap up the regular season in Region 1 play. We'll start with the Kindred Vikings. The visitors on the scoreboard will be a 5'11 senior, number 2, Brock Whale, a 6'5 senior, number 22, Paul Olson, a 6'6 senior, number 23, Max McQuillan. Jaden Peraza is a 6'6 senior, number 30, and then Riley Sunram, a 6'5 sophomore, number 44. So Whale, Olson, McQuillan, Peraza, and Sunram for the Kindred Vikings, 18-2 on the season. The number 2 team in the Class B boys basketball poll. They are coached by head coach Brad Whale. This offense, they have a lot of guys up and down the lineups. You look at the starters, Paul Olson, the big scorer, 14, McQuillan around 10, Peraza around 9, Sunram around 9. I mean, they got guys up and down this lineup that can score, and they can create a lot of mismatch issues for Central Cass. A look at our lineup now for the Central Cass Squirrels. It will be a 6'1 senior, number 10, Jake Deutsch, a 6'1 sophomore, number 12, Carter Verkota, a 6'2 junior, number 14, Sam Kabervig, a 6'4 sophomore, number 24, Cole Holzer, and a 6-foot sophomore, number 44, Tyler Cruchet. Deutsch, Verkota, Kabervig, Holzer, and Cruchet for the Central Cass Squirrels. They are 18-3 on the season, 10-1 again. Their record in region play. They are coached by head coach Matt Norman. And a 3-possession meeting between these two last time in favor of the Central Cass Squirrels. That one in the loss column for Kindred came against Central Cass. The Squirrels yesterday led by Jake Deutsch, 18 points, 5 rebounds, and he just came out gangbusters to begin the second half. He scored 10 straight points, and that was when they needed the most to get that separation in that game.
I mean, Deutsch had a awesome game. I think he's, he dual sported this year, so he wrestled and top-ranked wrestler in the state, and he's playing basketball, and I think now he's finally kind of getting healthy. He was so just tired and down, and I think he's kind of now these last 2 weeks have been nice for him to kind of honestly get in shape as of resting, right? He's had some hip problems. He's had some ankle problems this year. Like, I think that Deutsch is really kind of going to come into stride here just health-wise. And
you look at both of these teams, all of them featuring 3, some 4 sport athletes, deep playoff runs in football. Both of these teams had to get healthy on the move, which is not an easy task, even for a teenager.
Oh, for sure. I mean, everybody, health problems and whatnot going on, plus you throw mental health in there, you throw in there being a teenager. They're dealing with a lot of stuff, and getting healthy as you're going is tough. That's why being deep is such a big key thing for both teams, really, is to be deep and to have that people off the bench that can play those 5-6 crucial minutes to keep you in games and sustain you, as you're going through.
And that is a look at our starting lineups here for this game between Kindred and Central Cass. Again, the winner plays 7:30 on Thursday for the Region 1 Championship and a trip on to state. We'll, of course, have that for you here on yourliveevent.com. This will wrap up our Irie Insurance pregame show. Opening tip coming up when we return.
School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
And we are back. 8 minutes goes up on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're ready to go. Region 1 semifinals, and the tip will go to the Central Cass Squirrels on the near side. Kabervig with the basketball, guarded by Whale to the basket, up for 2, hits it, and the Squirrels will open up scoring.
Yes, Kindred came out in a man-to-man. Now Central Cass is already pressing them. That's kind of what their game plan coming in was.
Ball goes to the right side, into the hands of Max McQuillan. 13 points for him yesterday. Comes to Whale, gives a look to McQuillan. Tries to go inside. Now to Whale. Fake down the 3. Now looking to get something inside. The Squirrels taking away any sort of inside presence right now for Kindred. Trying to drive the lane was Olson. A steal for Deutsch. Deutsch to the basket and misses the shot. Put back, rest on the rim, and falls into the hands of McQuillan. That ball rested up there for what seemed like an eternity. As another turnover, Deutsch will get it to the basket. Easy layup, and 4 straight for Central Cass to open things up.
Central Cass has great energy right now. You know, they're playing them in a press into a 1-2-2 zone. That's going to be tough for Kindred.
As Peraza will land one in for Kindred. They're on the scoreboard. It's 4-2. You know, Kindred's going to want to push some tempo against you. Central Cass is going to want to push some tempo against you.
For sure.
It's a matter of one of these teams getting the other one out of system.
Correct. You know, making them do something they don't want to do.
As Deutsch up for 3, bangs it in.
Hot again, just like last night, right?
He scored 10 straight to begin the second half in that win against Lisbon. He had finished with 18 points, 5 rebounds, and a few steals and assists to add onto the numbers as Peraza on the left wing. We'll send the ball to McQuillan. Inside Sunram.
It's a good strong move there by Sunram.
Battle for the rebound. The Squirrels will come away with it.
One thing of note is Brock Whale did not play the first time we played. He was out with an injury. So that'll be interesting to see how he does.
And a nice job redirecting a shot as Max McQuillan able to avoid the foul call. And that will put Coppervig at the baseline to inbound for Central Cass. They lead 7-2 in the Region 1 semifinals, under 6 to go in the first quarter.
That was close to a 5-second call, Joel. Really close.
Trouchet gets the inbound, will come to Deutsch. As much as Central Cass has been able to lock things down on defense, Kindred more than able to get that done themselves. And Squirrels have yet to really run out of a set as the ball will go to Coppervig. He lays it in for his 4th. A 7-point lead for the Squirrels.
You know, as the game goes on here, we'll see who's the impact player, right? Right now, Sam and Jake for the Squirrels are taking it. We'll see who for Kindred, who can step up here and make a play.
Now you always need that X factor coming into the postseason. That one player who just, goes above and beyond what their average is in points, rebounds, defensive play as the ball will come to the post. McQuillan goes towards the basket, off the backboard, will miss. Rebound brought down by Holzer. Yep. It's not too often that Kindred loses the battle of the boards, and right now Central Cass has control.
Absolutely. I think they've gotten almost every board so far, and the Squirrels just have more energy right now. Kindred's kind of playing catch up a little bit right now.
Ricotta looks inside, will send it back to the top of the key. Coppervig with the basketball, trying to come off a screen. Drives, pulls up, off the heel of the basket for 2. He has 6.
Red Whale's going to have to take a timeout here shortly, I think, just to get his team under control and calm him down a little bit.
Left unguarded, Sunram off the glass and in. An answer back for Kindred. It's 11-4.
Kindred's kind of in a little bit of a half-court trap-looking zone here, with Olsen on the top there. He's a long body, quick.
Ball handled by Coppervig. Will come to the left side for Coda, and he was on the line. The ball will go back to Kindred. Carson Olsey will come into the game for Kindred. Alex Everson will come in for Central Cass. And the Vikings have the basketball. They have not had a lead in this game. It was Central Cass opened up scoring early. Coppervig with the field goal. Peraza up for 2. He's going to be fouled. Deutsch came over the back, will be called for his first. And that will get Shaden Peraza to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's one thing that's tough is you don't ever foul a jump shooter, right? You just don't foul them. That's what they want. I know Peraza's not the greatest shooter, and I can't imagine he shoots the best free throws either. You're just kind of bailing him out there.
Peraza's first shot, that one will miss. They'll get another one coming up here. His team down 11-4. A chance for Kindred to chip away at this deficit without having to burn up some minutes here in the first quarter. Of course, still plenty of basketball left to play. Second free throw, that one hits off the heel of the basket. Rebound was redirected the wrong way by Olsen, and the Squirrels will pick up the basketball. Last time these teams met, which was a victory for Central Cass, the Squirrels out-rebounded Kindred 15-14. Not a lot of missed shots between the two teams. You're looking at two defensive teams getting scores into the upper 60s as Deutsch for 3. This will hit off the iron. Rebound swatted back to Deutsch, and he finds Verkota from the corner for 3. That will miss.
That's going to keep them in this game if they can keep doing that. Olsen with a nice finish there, though. Man, he's an athlete. He can really finish.
Makes it 11-6. Kindred on a run here. Needs to get some stops against the Squirrels as Deutsch comes over to the near side. Coverbig in the lane. Nice move off the side of the iron. Ball will go into the hands of Sunram.
Just, their length is really, we're driving, we're having good attacks, and even those little things right there where Coverbig had to come under, that's an altering shot. You're not touching the ball, you're not getting anything, but that's an altering your shot. That's how Kindred can get to you, right?
A drive for Holzer, layup for two. Cole Holzer gets his first two. 13-6 the score.
I don't think Cole scored yesterday till the fourth quarter, so getting a bucket in the first quarter here is big for the sophomore.
Yeah, a guy who averages nearly 15 a game. It just a different type of game yesterday against Lisbon. And
sure.
Lisbon kept it close as the lower seed, a team that is just always very well coached. They get a lot out of their players. Reason why Coach Mark was Coach of the Year last year is a layup for Sunram. He scores his fourth, 13-8 the score. And these are the situations that Kindred thrives in as they're starting to get the tempo they want in this game.
Yeah. And they're going to chip away with you with, Sunram's a big guy down there. He's going to chip away at our smaller forwards on there.
Sunram will be called for the foul. That is his first, team's first. Substitution. Mason Bussey will check into the game. Coming out will be Carter Verkota. Central Cass has led from the start of this game on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kindred trying to get themselves back into this game. An inbound to Holzer. Shot will miss. Rebound banked by Peraza. Ball still loose, and it's picked up by Paul Olsen. Olsen just a pair so far in this game. The guy that Central Cass doesn't want to get going, as Olsen will drive on the baseline, will lose it, and it was not touched. Holzer was in the vicinity, and you saw him kind of will the official the other way, but it was the right call as Olsen just kind of lost that dribble.
That's a tough play down there. That's a tough call as a ref. They do a good job down there. Give them all the credit. These refs, they do a good job. Support a ref every now and then.
Now, you look at, as coaching on the girls' side of this region, the way that the Region 1 girls tournament got redirected because of the weather, as a feed down low gets taken away by Osi and taken back by Holzer, trying to go towards her basket
good
off
move.
Sunram, and he will get 2, 4 for Holzer.
That's a great move there. Good defense, great finish. It's a good basketball play overall there, Joel.
15-7 the score. Kindred trying to answer back, but going back to the officials, you had officials who had to change their schedules. This isn't their full-time job.
Correct.
So they had to figure out things with their 9-to-5s before they're able to come out and ref in Fargo. Missed shot for Sunram. Put back, though, good for Jaden Peraza. He gets his fourth, 15-10. Central Cass has gotten Kindred has gotten within 5 of Central Cass. That's kind of been the hump they need to get over here with less than a minute to go in the first quarter.
For sure. In that Region 1 girls game, one of the officials had to push back a family vacation a day so that way they could ref. That's big, that takes a lot of commitment.
Holzer comes to the near side. Bussey's shot in and out. Rebound into the hands of Osi, and the ball will be fed to McQuillan. To the corner, is able to find Paul Olsen. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Central Cass leads by 5 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Again, winner plays 7:30 on Thursday. They will play against Enderlin. Enderlin making it back to the region championship game for the first time in a long time. And big move by Peraza. He has scored 6 of his team's 12. And now they're within 3, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Jake Deutsch going to take his time here for the Squirrels.
Yeah, how can the Squirrels finish this quarter? It's huge, right?
Ball gets knocked away from Kopervik, able to hold control, finds an open shooter. Bushy, deep 3 off the iron. First quarter will come to an end on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Central Cass 15, Kindred 12. Second quarter coming up when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Day Kids Farms of Ada, Minnesota, celebrating 63 years, is having their annual bull and female sale March 26th, 1:30 p.m., selling Angus and Full Hereford yearling bulls, along with 12 open elite heifer calves and 4 F1 baldy heifers. Go to www.dakitchfarms.com. Again, that's DAKITCH farms.com. All cattle sell DNA-tested carcass data and semen checked.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, Central Cass 15, Kindred 12 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Region 1 semifinal number 2. Winner plays Enderlin. Joel Morgan, Jay Bachman here on the broadcast. It will be Kindred's basketball. Kindred really starting to turn things around about the 4-minute mark of that first quarter. And even though they're down by 3, they were trailing by as much as 7. Momentum right now on the side of the Vikings. Let's see if they can keep it rolling.
I think if you're the Squirrels, I think you got what you wanted though, right? You got to keep it close, and you got to keep the Vikings thinking. You can't do that though, right? You can't keep giving up that low post move there, that short corner move there to Peraza. That's exactly what they want. Somehow you got to figure out how to take that away.
Now Peraza got some hang time on that one, his 8th point of the game, and he will pull Kindred within 1. Central Cass needs an answer, comes low. That should help. 2 for Max Bussey. 17-14 the score.
And we talked about them hitting 11 threes, right? Central Cass hitting 11 threes. They haven't made a 3 yet, right?
Turnover shot off the backboard. That will miss for Verkota. Now we have not, well, one made 3. Deutsch did hit a 3 last quarter, but they've been able to get in down low, something, again, a lot of teams do not do that against Kindred. As a feed will come to McQuillan. McQuillan from the free throw line. Shot good. Max McQuillan will hit his first 2, and it's a 1-point game again, 17-16. Ball handled by Holzer. Will feed to Verkota.
The Squirrels are going to look to get it here to Boer here. He's a hot shooter. He had a hot game last night. Cole, great move, great turnaround, little jumper there. They're going to look to get it to Boer. I just have a feeling it'll spark something from the outside.
Yeah, Boer last night had 3 made 3s as Peraza shot from the corner. That will miss. Rebound brought down by Holzer. The strike that he had 2 made 3s last night as a feed comes to an open Cruchet. He'll hit 2, 21-16 the score.
The transition for Central Cass has been really good right now. They've just kind of been pushing it, finding the gaps, finding those openings, catching the Vikings sleeping.
Ball handled on the wing. OC will send it over to Jorgen Swenson. Back to OC, eyes the 3, puts it up off the heel of the basket. Rebound, Sunram, put back good. Riley Sunram with 6. 3-point game again. And Kindred has yet to lead. They've gotten within a point on 3 separate occasions, all here in the second quarter with just about 5.5 left to play. Bussey with the ball onto the post. Verkota drives, gets past Sunram, outlet pass. Will go where no one is, not on the same page.
No, I think that's a play that they kind of run, right? And you got to get that circle reverse, it's called, and no one was there. So, you get that muscle memory, and it just sometimes it doesn't pay off.
On the near sideline to inbound, Swenson will give the ball to Paul Olsen. To McQuillan, now on the near side, Olsen. Kindred looking to get something going here. Again, they had a bit of a run to close out the first quarter. Feed to Peraza, gets deflected out of bounds. And it was touched by Verkota and must have chipped Peraza one last time going out of play.
Yeah, I think he just got it there at the end. Kindred kind of had to sub there a little bit and off their bench, and you could kind of see that Kindred did, so then Central Cass did, so they're kind of matching when they were subbing in, subbing out. That plays a role later on whose bench is deeper, right? Whose bench is going to give you more points in the late.
Here comes Deutsch for 3, nails it, his second made 3, 24-18 the score. Kindred finds themselves behind here by 6.
That's a coming. He just came in coming off cold, and you come in, you hit a 3 like that. That's huge.
Whale missed the 3. Peraza, the rebound, went for the putback, couldn't get there. Ball still loose, and a heads-up play by Olsen swatted it to Whale, and it keeps the possession to the Vikings, and we're going to get a foul called in the lane.
This game is aggressive. There's been fouls, there's been pushing. That was an aggressive foul there. Weight room paying off right there, right? All the football coach weight room guys should be excited.
Peraza gets the inbound off the backboard and in. Jaden Peraza has been the bright spot for Kindred's offense right now. Pulls them within 4 of their 20 points. He has 10 of them. Verkota to the left side. Wiersma on the dribble back to Verkota to the hands of Deutsch. Cruchet with the basketball, comes to drive, goes to Deutsch. And Kindred just closing in on anyone who has the basketball right now, looking to force some turnovers here, down by 4.
That zone is, it's just swarming. That zone is just swarming the Squirrels right now.
Drive for Deutsch, puts it off the backboard and in.
So Peraza was just a step late there. Let Jake get to the rim, right? Just a step late there. Now on the other end here, Central Cass's zone, their 1-2-2 is really giving Kindred giving them a tough. Yeah, if they can't hit an outside shot, it's really going to give them fits the rest of this game.
And Kindred shoots the 3 well. You know, 60% field goal shooting in that win for Central Cass is the 3 from the corner. That will miss for Verkota.
Yeah.
Kindred was right there. They were shooting in the 50s. I mean, that was just a couple gunslinging teams.
Absolutely. You know? They're just, right now, Kindred, they're not playing. When I've seen Kindred play this year, they're not playing like that right now. They've been.
As Olsen comes to drive, we're going to get a blocking foul called on the baseline. I believe that will be against Cruchet, his first, team's third. And you know, to Kindred's credit, you know, they have not played their system as strong as they would. Coach Royal would tell us the same thing if we asked him right now. They are within 6 points.
They're sticking right with it.
Like I said, the number 2 seed. So if you're Central Cass, your focus right now is to keep them out of system as we get a timeout on the court. 3:03 left to play in the first half. It is 26-20. Central Cass leads Kindred. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
26-20, Central Cass leads Kindred on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Region 1 basketball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com. Semifinal number 2. Enderlin will be the opponent of the winner of this game. Hesitation at the basket. Olsen off the glass and in for 2. 26-22. Kindred within 4. They've been within 1 3 times this quarter. It's just the hump they have not been able to get over. Central Cass looking to answer back for Coda with the basketball.
Yep. Kindred, give them all the credit in the world. They're hanging in there. They're doing everything they have to do. They just can't get over that hump, just like you said, Joel.
Holzer drives, brings the defender with him.
Gonna get rid of it.
Looking to pass, shoots.
3 seconds, yep, 3 seconds.
The ball will go back to Kindred.
If he just shot it that first time he took that pivot, it would have been all fine, but he came back that extra second and that 3-second call.
You know, something about Kindred's defense. There's this, as ball is brought up court by Chase Miller back to the top of the key. Olsen goes beyond the arc to Whale, and you know this as a coach, it's that uncomfortable time,
yes.
Right? When you're in a zone defense where, you know, it feels like you should be doing more. As a jumper hit seamless for Olsen. He has scored 4 straight 2-point game again, but Kindred thrives in that uncomfortable spot. They just know to hold their zone so well.
Yeah, when you're there for, they were there last year, right? So they should feel confident. They should have that little bit of extra swagger, and they're kind of getting it here. Central Cass is doing a good job of responding, though, right? Just like that. That's a great shot by Holzer there. That's a tough. Sunram's in great defensive position, and Cole makes a great shot.
That is Holzer's 8th point, 28-24. Kindred has not led this game as ball onto the near post. Miller looking for help. We'll dish this one back over to Olsen to the corner. Sunram for 3. Good. Riley Sunram hits the first 3 of this half for Kindred, and it's a 1-point game for the 4th time, 28-21, as we approach a minute left in the first half.
Let's see if they can get over that hump, like you've been saying, Joel. It's just been a great basketball game so far. Both teams are just working their tails off, flying around.
Dakota comes in, skips across, finds Cobberbig now to the corner 3, off the iron. Sunram gets the rebound. Kindred did the first part, they got the stop. Let's see if they can turn it into points, and a nice feed to Whale, and he's going to be fouled.
You know, in that early in the game, and even in the second quarter, Central Cass was getting those transition buckets, right? They were getting those little cheaper buckets. They haven't got any of those in the last 4 minutes, and that's kind of been the difference of why can't they get back up to that 5-6 lead, because they can't get those transition points now. Kindred, on the other hand, they got a couple of them. That really makes a big difference. Those easy buckets can carry you through those drought times.
First free throw misses for Brock Whale, the senior. Best he can do on this trip to the free throw line right now is tie, which would be our first of the game. Here it comes, will miss. Peraza right there for the rebound, goes out of bounds, and it's Central Cass's basketball. Peraza has been key down low for Kindred.
Big time. He's had a huge game. Him and Sumner have had huge games. They're keeping Kindred in it right now. Those old boards, so early on we said Central Cass is beating the old boards, right? Or beating the boards in general. Kindred's winning those boards right now. That's a big part.
3 will miss for Cobberbig.
There's a transition bucket.
Another big rebound. Here we go. Olsen throws it down.
Yep.
Kindred takes their first lead, 29, 28, 26 seconds, and what a way to get it.
Central Cass has got it. You know, don't give up a bucket. Go down 1 or score here, right? They can't go down. You've been leading the whole half. You can't go down here if you're the Squirrels.
Ball on the wing. Cobberbig sends it across. Squirrels have 3 seconds left. Contested 3, in and out. Rebound batted around, picked up by Kindred. They will not have time to put any points.
That's not the worst thing that's happened there. That was a great 3. They didn't let Kindred get another transition bucket. You know, they kept it within 1 going into half. If you're I think both teams got to be happy going into halftime right now.
Now, last time they played, it was tied at the half, 32-32. It's 29-28. Kindred leading Central Cass on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. First half numbers coming your way next on yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by the alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continued support. Go Eagles!
From too wet to too dry, we know Mother Nature has the final say on the crop. Count on Irie Insurance to help manage that risk. Irie Insurance has a proven track record with over 30 years of experience as a crop insurance leader. Protect your legacy with the right tools to do the job. Learn more at IrieInsurance.com or by calling your local agent in Devils Lake, Hillsboro, Hope, Mackville, Towner, and West Fargo.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Friday, March 18th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 52 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, along with 11 head of April calving heifers. The sale will be broadcast on DV Auction, and you can request a catalog today by emailing gjrangus@feltontel.net. Call them at 701-361-3189. The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, offering 52 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, along with 11 bred heifers. Friday, March 18th at 1 o'clock.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
Kate's Kennels, located in Castleton, North Dakota. We offer boarding for all of your furry companions. Whether you're going on vacation or you have an emergency, we are here for you. We know they are a member of your family, and we will treat them as if they were one of our own. Kennel tours are always welcome. Check us out on Facebook at Kate's Kennels or visit our website at kateskennels.com. Give us a call at 701-347-4176 for all your furry friend boarding needs.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Our score at the half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard: Kindred 29, Central Cass 28. Kindred did not lead the entire first half up until the final 26 seconds. It was Paul Olson with the big dunk that made it 29-28. But Central Cass, they owned the first quarter. They were up 15-12. Kindred started coming alive late in that first quarter, and they've really kind of shifted the court in their favor right now.
Yeah, you know, that's like you said, that's what Kindred does, right? Their zone gets to you, their lane gets to you. Central Cass kind of stopped transitioning. Kindred wins the rebounding. It was just kind of a domino effect. I think the three-pointer is going to play more in this second half. I think in the first half, it was all twos, right? Mostly twos. A few threes here and there, but I really think that three ball is going to come to play way more in this second half.
Yeah, we'll get our complete numbers coming up here, but yeah, 29-28. The winner of this game again has a date with Enderlin 7:30 on Thursday for a trip on to the Class B Boys Basketball State Tournament. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with first half numbers next on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings! The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon high school athletic programs and events. If you're interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook for more information. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters wishes the best to all athletes competing today.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard: Kindred 29, Central Cass 28. Let's take a look at our first half stats. First for Kindred, the Vikings shooting 60% from the field. They are 14 for 23, 1 for 5 on threes, 0 for 4 from the free throw line. 15 rebounds compared to 11 for Central Cass. The Squirrels shooting 46%, 2 for 11 from long range. The first half of that game, largest lead for Central Cass was 11-2. That was early on. One lead change that came inside the final 30 seconds. Paul Olson put Kindred on top 29-28. That's where we stand. Jay Bachman's been with us here on the broadcast. We don't have the numbers from the first quarter in terms of rebounding, but it felt like there was a 5 or 6 rebound shift that came. Central Cass owned the boards in the first quarter. Kindred owned the boards in the second quarter, and that's where Kindred gets dangerous because they turned those into a lot of points.
You know, they did, and any time that you can get that second chance at that shot, that's killer, right? You play tough defense, you do everything you're supposed to do, and then you miss the rebound, and then you got to do it again, right? Like that's, I don't care what level of basketball you're playing, that really can hurt a team. Now, early on, like you said, Central Cass was doing that to Kindred. Well, then Kindred was doing that in a better way, to Central Cass. So that's really got to, if Central Cass hopes to stay in this game and to get back up, they're going to have to remedy that.
Let's look at some individual numbers. Jaden Peraza, 10 points to go along with 3 rebounds. Peraza, 6 of his 10 points came in the first quarter. Peraza is really, when they were struggling for Kindred, it was him and Riley Sunram, who has 9 points, 3 rebounds. Those two were kind of the shining stars before everyone else kind of started getting on the same page offensively. And you look at Paul Olson, very efficient, 4 for 5 from the field, 8 points, 2 rebounds. Max McQuillan has chipped in 2 points, but Peraza and Sunram have been the stars for Kindred's offense. For Central Cass, it is Jake Deutsch following up his 18 points yesterday. He has 10 with 2 rebounds, 8 points for Cole Holzer. He's been efficient from the field, 4 for 5. Tyler Cruchet with 2 points, Sam Covervig with 6 points, Max Bussey with 2 points. Holzer to go along with those 8 points, 3 rebounds. So Central Cass and Kindred, their numbers just seeming so even across the board. Absolutely. It's just been who had the hot hand last, and that happens to be Kindred, who's in front by a point.
Yeah, you want to think that Olson and Peraza get the ball more and shoot more. Flip side, you want to see Deutsch and Holzer get the ball and shoot more. One thing here that I think makes a difference here is Kindred's bench had 10 points. Central Cass has had 0. Right, that plays a big part in it too. Who can get you, like we talked about before, whose bench is deeper, who can get you those buckets late when you're, when you subbing in, you want to sustain where you're at. You don't want to sub down, right? That's a terrible concept. You want to sustain where you're at or get better when you sub in. And right now, Central Cass isn't getting that all the time like Kindred is.
29-28, a fresh 8 minutes about to go up on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We're ready for the second half, and it should be a heck of a second half between these two teams for the second spot onto the Region 1 championship game, which will be Thursday at 7:30 right here on yourliveevent.com. Don't forget, if you miss any of these games, we have them archived on our website. Squirrels begin with the basketball. Deutsch drives up for 2 and an answer back from the Central Cass Squirrels. They go back in front, 30-29.
Drove right into their 1-2-2 zone, got right into the middle lane where you can't let guys get, and made a good shot. And Brad already, I think that's what he's going to talk about. We talked about sub at halftime, and we didn't do it, right? You're doing exactly what we didn't want to do, is what we talked about. I've been there as a coach. I know how that feels.
So we'll get a timeout here, 21 seconds into the start of the second half. We'll step aside, back with more on yourliveevent.com.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Welcome back on yourliveevent.com. Central Cass 30-29 lead against Kindred. Peraza in the lane, too. That's his 12th. He is the game's lead scorer. Strike that, he is tied with Jake Deutsch as the game's lead scorer. And how about this, Kindred right back on front?
We've had 1 lead change in the whole first half. Now, 40 seconds in, we've already had 2. That's how basketball, it's a crazy game.
Covervig will come to Deutsch, inside to Cruchet, to the corner. Verkota, 3, knocks it down. He hasn't scored all game, comes up with a big 3 here. 33-31 the score.
It'll be interesting to see who steps up here, right? Is it going to be the same from the first half? Is it going to be second? New people this half, it's really going to, I feel like I got to see Max McQuillan kind of take over here at some point. I know he really did in that first time we played, so we'll see if he can do it again.
Deutsch will bring the ball up court. Settles it between the circles to Holzer. Comes over to Covervig on the right side. A lot of Enderlin faithful still in attendance, waiting to see who their opponent is going to be on Thursday. Extra pass at the baseline for Cruchet. Ball ends up out of bounds, and I think it was backhanded by Olson.
Yeah, that was close. That was almost a travel. That was about a half a step from being a travel there.
Ball comes to the corner. Holzer will turn and dish it behind him to Kobervig, to Deutsch. Deutsch up for three. High off the backboard. Rebound deflected. Hanging on to it's McQuillan. Here comes Kindred to try to answer back and regain the lead. And Peraza drives, misses the shot. Olsen rebound, put back, misses, but is fouled by Holzer.
Peraza's lucky he didn't travel there, but way to stay with it. You know, he lost it midair, able to contain himself and kind of throw it back up there. It's a good play by him.
And I don't want to bring this up because of the broadcaster's jinx, but I will say we've had a game with some low foul numbers as Olsen hits the first and pulls his team within one.
You did. You just jinxed this, Stroll. You said what you thought was going to happen. You Chris Collinsworthed us.
Next free throw's good, and that's going to be our first tie of the game.
There we go.
Didn't have a lead change until the final 26 seconds of the first half. We hadn't had a tie until the second half.
This is what region basketball is all about right here, though. Just two rivals fighting it out.
Ball comes to Cruchet, held up on the post, finds Deutsch. Deutsch drives, gets it.
Jake is feeling it right now. He feels like he's thrown it in the ocean. That's what my old coach used to say all the time. Feels like he's feeling hot, getting a steal, and finishing for another layup.
18 last night, 16 here in this one, 37-33 the score, and still 5.5 minutes to go and a whole nother quarter of basketball. Olsen misses the shot, Peraza the rebound, misses the putback. Olsen gets it, dribbles, will get two, and Olsen and Peraza sticking with the basketball there on that play. 37-35 the score.
One of my old coaches that coached against me, Mike Sorley, used to say, if you lose the old boards, you're going to lose the game.
Dakota will be out of bounds trying to straddle the baseline. 5:04 left in the third quarter. We want to thank all those who have joined us here through our coverage, not just of Region 1 basketball or Region 2 coverage. We also have on YourLiveEvent.com our girls coverage, EDC coverage that we've had. It's been a fun season of basketball so far on YourLiveEvent.com, and we have one more day left of that Thursday. Olsen up to drive, feeds to Peraza, gets held up by Cruchet, puts it up and one for Jaden Peraza, and he has been the player of the game so far for Kindred, and he ties it again at 37.
Yeah, Central Cass's D was just a little bit there on that rotation. And then they, fumbled it. Peraza again, just athletic, stays with the play and gets the foul call, and then makes the free throw. Right, makes the old-fashioned way, as they say.
Peraza, 15 points in this game, and Kindred back on top, 38-37. Deutsch from the lane. This one airballed, grazes the net, and you see the big guys, McQuillan and Olsen, just posting up at the baseline. Mason Bussey will check into the game for Central Cass.
This girl's got to have somebody else. Jake's playing amazing right now. Someone else who's going to step up, right? Who's going to make that next play. It'd be interesting to see here if we change up any defenses. Both of them have been sticking in their zones this whole time. It'd be interesting to see if who gives in first, right? If Whale gives in first or if Norman gives in first to change it to a man or change up a zone or something.
Peraza gives Kindred their largest lead of the game by 3, 40-37. Timeout Squirrels. We'll step aside. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Maple Valley Parents Organization is an organization whose main purpose is to support all Maple Valley student activities, to promote a healthy environment and attitudes for the youth. Their aim is to encourage growth and interest in these areas by supporting them in a sportsmanlike manner. The Maple Valley Parents Organization is open to anyone. If you'd like to become a member or see upcoming events, like their Facebook page by searching Maple Valley Parents Organization on Facebook.
40-37, Kindred a 3-point lead, their largest lead of the game in what has been an exciting semifinal game number 2 in the Region 1 boys basketball tournament. Joel Morgan, Jay Bachman here on the broadcast. And don't forget the Red River Valley Fair coming up July 18th through the 17th, the 10 best days of summer. Buy tickets in advance online and save for gate admission included with concert tickets bought in advance. Get your tickets at redrivervalleyfair.com. Talking about the Red River Valley Fair means that We're getting through the toughest season here in North Dakota.
Yeah.
Winter's almost done.
Exactly. March is a long month in North Dakota.
4:04 left to go in the third quarter. And the ball gets inbounded to Verkota. Strike that rather, that is Deutsch with the basketball. Deutsch gets held up, finds an open Kavervig. Kavervig trying to come off that screen from Everson. Through the baseline, tries to feed, taken away by Sunram. And a foul call against Central Cass.
There's your fouls that we talked about, right? Hardly any fouls. Had 3 here, not really early, but 3 fouls going. Central Cass is kind of having to play catch up a little bit, so they're having to be out of position. They're kind of fouling. That's how you pick up those fouls. You just kind of get out of position, you're a step behind.
Ball gets brought up court by McQuillan. Guarded by Deutsch. McQuillan feeds to Olsen. Back beyond the arc into the hands of OC. Drives and fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. The freshman averaging nearly 4 a game, scored 2 yesterday. One of those contests again yesterday where teams were out of system, but kind of by choice. When you have, a not comfortable, sizable lead in a game, you do things a little bit different, give some guys some different looks. As the first free throw, that one will hit off the heel of the basket. That foul was called against Everson, his second. OC misses the first.
Kindred's got to start making these free throws if they really, if they want to extend that lead, if they want to put the scores away. They got to start making these free throws. They were 0 for 5 in the first half.
Free throw misses. Sunram gets the rebound, called for a travel as he immediately got pressure from Holzer. Central Cass will get the basketball. 3:24 left to go in the third quarter. It was 15-12. Central Cass led after the first quarter, and they led almost the entirety of the first half until the final 26 seconds. Paul Olsen put Kindred in front, and it's been back and forth since then. And we're going to get a foul in the lane.
They're trying. Coach Will did not like that last travel call down low. He thought there was foul, and there might have been a little contact, but he's really letting the refs have it right now. See if he loses the jacket.
Peraza called for his first, team's first of the half. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bussey with the basketball finds Deutsch. Deutsch's shot off the iron. Rebound grabbed at the baseline by McQuillan.
The Squirrels have not scored in a while, and it's going to come back here if they can't get a bucket.
Peraza missed the shot. Rebound went to Everson. He's going to draw a foul, and I believe that's going to be McQuillan. If it is, it will be his first, team second. That is McQuillan. Called for his first. 2:52 to go in the third quarter on Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Boer checked into the game in that stoppage of play. Bussey with the basketball, comes to Verkota. Verkota
rolled his ankle.
Yeah, loses his footing, and we're going to get a whistle.
Coach Norman called a timeout. He must have been right on that, right in that ref's ear. That's a heads-up play as a coach there, right? I mean, getting that and saving a possession in a close game.
So Verkota able to get himself back to the sideline. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Kindred leads by 4. We'll be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Timeout ends. Central Cass with the basketball. Pass to Deutsch, picked off by Olsen. Olsen in the lane, finds an open shooter in McQuillan. McQuillan fouled. It will be Everson. If it is, it will be his third. Actually, it looks like Bussey, his first. Non-shooting foul, baseline. McQuillan will inbound.
They had Peraza wide open in the middle there. McQuillan just saw the hair late, wide open, had an easy layup.
Ball to the left side. OC to Peraza, drives, and he'll be fouled at the baseline. Holzer called for his second, team's fifth.
it's getting a little chippy out there, right? It's getting close to the fourth, three-point game. Both teams are playing hard. It's getting a little chippy out there.
Strike that. That is the 6th for Central Cass. Can't give away any more fouls here for the rest of this game.
No, that's hard, man. In the third quarter, and you can't foul anymore. That's tough.
In the lane, jumper good for McQuillan. 5-point lead for Kindred.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Joel, but when's the last time? Oh, that was big there, getting to the free throw line. I don't think Central Cass has scored in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a stretch for the Squirrels here. Jake Deutsch, who's had the hot hand, is going to try to end that streak. I believe the foul will be against McQuillan. It's his second, team's third. 2:02 left in the third quarter. 69-60 was the score last time these teams met in favor of the Squirrels. That was a late season matchup. Still got to be the toughest region right now in Class B boys basketball. You have Enderlin, Central Cass, Kindred, all ranked teams. All teams finished with identical 10-1 marks in regular season play in the region. Deutsch makes both free throws. That's big. Makes it 42-39.
Central Cass needed something to get off there. Now let's see. Kindred can respond, right? Get your lead back to 5. Maybe draw another foul. Hitting the 3 would be big by the freshman. Oh.
Olsen gets the rebound and will dish it back to McQuillan. That's what Kindred was missing in the first half, was that rebound. First quarter was the rebounding. Peraza's shot deflected by Holzer, picked up by the Squirrels.
Great play by Cole, great block.
In the lane, Covervig goes beyond the arc, 3 off the side of the iron. Rebound picked up far sideline by McQuillan, and a scramble for the loose ball.
Kindred was out of bounds, laying on the line when he touched it. Automatically out of bounds on him, even if he doesn't have possession. As soon as you touch it, laying out of bounds, it's out of bounds.
Central Cass will get Covervig to inbound, and Sunram will come back out on the court for Kindred. He'll spell Peraza. Sunram and Peraza have been dangerous, a 1-2 combination. Paul Olsen starting to get into the mix here as of late. Inbound to Deutsch, turns for 3, misses off the backboard. Rebound, Bussey comes to Deutsch. Nice move by Deutsch, shot block, puts it up, and one for Deutsch.
Chance at the old-fashioned three-point play there. That Jake missing that first one, getting that rebound, staying composed, getting that next one. That's a big-time play.
Foul will be on McQuillan, his third, and he is the first starter on either team to have significant foul trouble with 1:18 left to play in the third quarter. Deutsch will miss the free throw, rebound into the hands of Olsen. 20 for Deutsch. He has 10 of his team's 13 points here in the second half.
I don't think McQuillan had a foul in the first half. I think he's picked them up all in the last about 3.5 minutes here. Just playing physical, playing tough.
I told you that broadcaster's jinx. I hated to point out the fact that we had just been a low-fouled game, but at that point it was just so noticeable as Sunram up for 3, hits it. His second made 3 comes up in a big spot, 45-41, the lead for the Kindred Vikings.
Yep, he's had some big plays today.
Here comes a 3 at the other end. Verkota answers back with one of his own.
Another big play here. Let's see if Central Cass can get a quick steal or something here to end the quarter. Maybe Kindred's got to think we want to get this down to as no time left as possible. Shorten this quarter to 1 possession. Keep Central Cass from retaining the lead, really, right?
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here comes 2, good for Chase Miller off the bench.
Let's see what they got drawn up, right? You got plays you've been working on all year for times just like this. 14 seconds left. What are you going to do?
Here comes Deutsch. He'll drive off the iron and rebound off the leg of Sunram out of bounds. There was 3 Vikings ascending on the basketball, and it was one of those, I got it, you got, who has it?
Yes.
And Sunram was the last one to adjust on it, realized, and just lost it out of bounds.
The Kindred, they're lucky they didn't get a foul call there. That easily could have been a body call. But then you have another turnover off an inbound.
Peraza gets a turnover. Deutsch gets it back.
Blocked.
Block 3, and the quarter ends. Kindred 47, Central Cass 44. Going into our final 8 minutes. We'll have that when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com, 47-44. Kindred leads Central Cass, 8 minutes left to play. It's been a back-and-forth affair between these two teams and a trip to the Region 1 championship game on the line. This semifinal day of this tournament, Jay, is just, it's been fantastic. We saw a great game between Enderlin and Oak Grove. Layup in for Paul Olson.
It's not how you want to start if you're the Squirrels, right? So now you're down 5, right?
Basketball handled by Kopervik. They have not faced more than a 5-point deficit, has Central Cass. Deutsch, 20 in the game, leads all scorers, will feed to Cruchet. Ball winds up in the corner, picked up by Verkota. Verkota for the 3, off the iron, right into the hands of McQuillan.
As my assistant coach would say, you can't win them all with one shot, right? You're down 5, you can't win them all with one shot, but make a great play, defensive play down there and take a charge. Excellent.
Sunram called for the charge, his second personal. I believe that will be the 6th foul. They'll make that the 5th foul for the Kindred Vikings. Yeah, about 7 minutes left to play in this game, but I'll tell you the way it has been, that 7 minutes, it's going to be about 21 minutes in real time.
Or more, depending on how many fouls we shoot.
Just the way this game has been played, and both teams just matching back and forth, and in the lane, Holzer, his 10th.
Finally scoring in the second half. They needed that. They needed somebody else to get something besides Jake, or besides Deutsch.
Deutsch has had he's been the workhorse this half, has had a majority of their points. Verkota had 6, and Holzer the first to get in scoring here in the final quarter. 3 airballed and out of bounds. McQuillan knew it as soon as he released it. You saw him just
take off.
Just take off. He knew he was going to miss that shot.
Yep.
And the ball back to Central Cass. The Squirrels coming up court. Chance to tie. Deutsch from the circle up to the near side. He'll drive off the backboard too. And Deutsch has hit another gear in the second half, 49-48. Squirrels down by a point.
The thing that's crazy about Deutsch is he got 3rd place in state wrestling this year. To be able to wrestle and do that is just such an amazing feat for any kid. Doesn't matter who you are. That's just cool to see.
And a missed shot for McQuillan. Rebound is grabbed by Verkota. Almost lost at the baseline, trying to pick up his own dribble. He'll come up court. Kopervik in the lane. Bounces off Peraza. Will come over on the near side. He will anchor the offense as he drives, kicks to Deutsch. Deutsch closed him pretty quick by Olson. Back to the hands of Verkota.
Kopervik had 6 points early in this game. Can he come back here and hit a shot late for his team?
They'll come off the iron. McQuillan gets the rebound up court to Olson, misses the layup. Rebound, Cruchet took it right away from Peraza. That was a big rebound.
Big time. I mean, if he doesn't get that, Peraza's scoring or dunking, either one. That's a good play by Cruchet down there.
Peraza has just been so impressive down low, and he was the anchor in the first half for Kindred as a high shot off the backboard, but Kopervik is able to draw the contact and goes to the line.
I think that's a really good call down there by the ref. I think Logan made a good call. I think there's enough body there, and you got to keep this game under control so it doesn't get out of control. Now let's see. I just talked about Sam. His ears must have been burning. See if he can do this.
hits the first, ties it for the third time in this game, 49-49. First time Central Cass has had to come back and tie it. They will now try to regain the lead. They haven't had that since early in the second half. Shot a little too strong, and no surprise, Peraza's right there for the rebound. Will come to Max McQuillan. Strike that, that's Paul Olson, who will now go to McQuillan. Both teams, by the way, sitting on 6 fouls. So little things that are a difference maker in a playoff game like this. His pass attempt comes off the foot of Deutsch. The impressiveness you're talking about of Deutsch to be able to wrestle and play basketball and
in the same season.
And again, I'm impressed by a lot of athletes on both of these teams because I know so many of them are 3-sport athletes.
Absolutely.
As a deep 3 comes for Whale, that one will be airballed and out of bounds back to Central Cass. It is impressive to do that. It's impressive to be a student, and then when you add Jake Deutsch playing 2 in a season, I mean, that's, it's just tough. And I know a lot of these athletes come spring will work on track and baseball, some of them.
And or track and golf, right? A lot of the Kindred guys do track and golf. It's a cool to see. That's why they have such successful programs. And every program is when you have kids that work as hard as all of these kids do on both squads.
Ball in the hands of Kavervig. It's a 49-49 game. Kavervig to drive, held up on the block. Will reset back beyond the arc. Try to shovel a pass over to Holzer. Cruchet
under 10,
able to keep it in bounds.
5 seconds here.
Trying to drive for Coda. Hangs onto the basketball, puts it up, and it was pulled out of the air by Osi. It will avoid the shot clock violation.
That was close to Kindred maybe almost gaining possession and getting a restart. Not quite, but I think if he would have had a little bit more control there when Verkota kind of hit it out of his hand a little bit there. But
McQuillan with the basketball. Comes inside the post. Sunram is able to feed to Osi.
To travel.
And coming in was McQuillan, and he's going to be fouled. He will go to the line to shoot 2. And that is I believe he will get 2, but it is foul number 7. Yeah, it will be 2 shots coming from the official. Verkota called for the foul, his second. And McQuillan hits the first. Tiebreaker goes to Kindred. 5 points in the game for McQuillan, trying to make it 6. Verkota exits the game. Did not see who came in. That was Everson who came in. 3:39 left to play. Region 1 semifinals. Winner plays Enderlin on Thursday, and McQuillan knocks down both free throws. He has 6. It is 51-49 the score. And a timeout for the Squirrels. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, Squirrels with the basketball, down by 2. Deutsch for 3 will miss. Peraza there for the rebound, able to find Max McQuillan, guarded far side by Kavervig, and McQuillan will get himself free, and the Squirrels faithful looking for a foul there on that play as the ball is handled by McQuillan as we approach 3 minutes to go in the corner. Paul Olson inside. Peraza's shot will miss. Rebound pulled in by Holzer. Holzer 6'4", used every inch of that 6'4" to get the rebound.
Kindred is giving the Squirrels some opportunities to get in this game here. It could easily be a 6-point game here. Central Cass just they have to maximize on this stuff here.
Here comes Deutsch for 2, and Deutsch an off-balance shot He has played just out of his mind the last 2 days.
Another level right now. He's on another level. He's like, as my assistant coach, Courtney Dixon, says, he's just throwing it into the ocean right now.
Peraza on the wing, and we'll get a timeout for Kindred. It is 51-51 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 2:24 left to play. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will be holding our Hillsboro Operator Clinic Monday, March 21st. To register, visit planterdoc.com. This clinic will provide the opportunity to brush up on monitor setup and operation of precision planting systems. RDK Enterprises Operator Clinic, Monday, March 21st at our Hillsboro store. We look forward to visiting with you. To see the agenda and register for this event, visit planterdoc.com.
Back on yourliveevent.com, Kindred 51, Central Cass 51, 2:24 to play. And the way this game has been going, I wouldn't be shocked if it stays 51-51 in this next 2 minutes.
Absolutely.
Both teams ready to rock down on defense. Nice feed comes to Sunram, and we're going to get a whistle.
I think he kind of, I don't know, one of the Central Cass kids was underneath him, kind of came down on top of him. You can't do that. You regardless if you do it on purpose or not, you got it. You can't take out a guy's legs as they're coming down.
Olsen 2 for 2 from the free throw line. First is good. He'll get to shoot the back end of the 1-and-1. 52-51 the score. Stay tuned after the broadcast. We'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, as well as talk to members of the winning team. Second free throw good for Olsen. 53-51 the score. Here comes Central Cass. Deutsch, 24 in this game, a guy who averages just under 11. Driving, Kovervig held up on the post, up to shoot, hits it off the iron, rebound, McQuillan inside of 2 to play. Ball in the hands of Osi, back to McQuillan.
It's a tough shot. Kovervig kind of got lost there just a little bit, still knew where he was. He was looking for that outlet, he was looking for that reverse out, but he just couldn't find anybody.
Basketball handled by McQuillan. 13 seconds on the shot clock, feeds to Olsen off the side of the iron. And how about the rebound on the back, right into the hands of Everson?
That could have been something. Could have been a charge, could have been a block, right? It could have been something.
We're going to timeout taken by the Squirrels. We'll be back with more on yourliveevent.com.
All your needs under one roof. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton with cozy hotel rooms, water park, restaurant, and pub all in one location. And they're accepting resumes and interviews for front desk, housekeeping, and restaurant staff. A friendly work environment, competitive pay. Visit the website cassinn.com, click on the employment tab, or call 701-347-4524. The Governor's Inn Water Park special this month, half-price wristbands at the water park and 30% off all birthday packages. Much more than just a hotel. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton, 701-347-4524.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com. It is 53-51. Kindred leads Central Cass in the Region 1 semifinals. It's been a heck of a game, a heck of a 2 games here in the semifinal round. Thursday will be the championship at 7:30, and we'll, of course, have that in the third place game for you on yourliveevent.com.
Whoever wins and or loses this game, there's going to be some really sad kids, and both teams have played really good. They've hung with it. You know, they've fought through adversity. They've made big shots. Like, there's going to be a school here that's going to be really sad, but everyone, all these boys should not hang their heads. They've played a tough game here.
And this is, one of the toughest parts of this job is, that you got to watch these moments where seniors have their season. And of course, they'll get to play in the third place game, and that's one last hurrah with you and your teammates. But your chances of going to state, right, just not the same. As driving Verkota, ball knocked away, picked up by Sunram, and ball out of bounds will go to Kindred. Minute 7 left to play.
we'll see here. Timeouts are going to come to play here in this. Some turnovers here. This is going to be a wild 1 minute.
McQuillan guarded by Deutsch. He will come up court, able to feed to Olsen. Under a minute left to play. Kindred leads by 2. Deutsch tried to sell out on the steal. McQuillan hangs on to the basketball, comes to Olsen. Guarded by Kabervig. Olsen drives, loses the dribble, able to recover. Osi in the lane. He gets held up, open shooter. Olsen for insurance will miss. Peraza rebound, misses, and it's the Squirrels basketball.
I think Coach Norman might.
Deutsch to the bucket, and he's called for a charge.
That's a great play on the Kindred there. I think Coach Norman wanted a timeout. He saw that Jake had an opening, and he just let it play out, right? He wanted a timeout. He saw Jake had an opening. I think it was Olsen got there and did a great job. I mean, that
would have been the tying bucket if he would have made it, as there's now 27 seconds left, and the Squirrels are going to have to foul. Foul will be against Kabervig, his second. 9th foul of the game for the Squirrels.
Big free throws here. Does he have ice? This is where maybe being in the state tournament last year, being in big games, this is hopefully going to help the shooters here, but this is a tough free throw.
Olsen makes the first, still a one-possession game, 54-51. 27.6 seconds left to play in this game.
I could see Coach Whale taking the timeout here. Nope,
Missed free throw. Peraza gets the rebound, and the Squirrels are going to have to foul with 25.3 seconds left.
That was a big bounce off the rim, and Peraza skied for that thing. That was a good rebound, and he shooting double bonus here.
And he will miss the first. Again, still a one-possession game, 54-51. Second free throw, Peraza's good, and it is a 55-51 score. Timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvents.com.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, Kindred 55, Central Cass 51 for a trip on to the Region 1 championship game Thursday against the Enderlin Eagles.
So here's the thing. If you're a coach, what are you doing? Are you saying go down, get a quick 2? Or are you saying go down, hit a 3? Some coaches will say one thing, some coaches will say the other thing. We'll see what Coach Norman has drawn up here, what he likes.
And a drive. Kabervig is going to be fouled, and it will be against Sunram. His third, team 7th.
If you're Kindred here, that's almost not worst case scenario, but it's close. Fouling, now they get to try to score with the clock stopped, right? They wanted the clock to go. This is kind of worst case scenario for Kindred. Let's see if the Squirrels can take advantage.
Now you can get 2 points right back here without burning off any of that 15.5. And Kabervig will make the first, his 9th, make that his 8th. Next for Kabervig, hits it. It is a 2-point game with 15 seconds left. Kindred inbounds, and the the Squirrels will get the foul. Verkota called for his third.
Only 1.1 second off there. I think as McQuillan here shooting, you got to hit 1, right? Yeah, you hope you hit 2. You got a double bonus. You got 2 chances here. If you're the Squirrels, you might take a timeout after this, or you might just hurry down, right?
And McQuillan misses the first, and you could just a collective holding of the breath in this building on both sides, and the Central Cass fans on our side, and you can hear the sigh of relief.
And you could kind of hear the other side kind of an oh no, but a lot of game left here.
And McQuillan hits the second. Still just a one-possession game, 13 seconds left. Deutsch with the basketball. He's had the hot hand, and a timeout coming for Central Cass. Timeout on the court. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
56-53, 9.6 seconds left. Squirrels basketball. They trail, and we're going to get a play coming out of that sideline here in the huddle. Was a game where Central Cass led right out of the gate. They led 15-13 at the end of the first quarter, trailed 29-28 at the end of the first half. It's been back and forth since then, Jay. And here is the biggest moment of the game for both teams.
Absolutely.
Kavervig ready to inbound. A three will likely send us into overtime. Inbound to the hands of Boer will come to Deutsch, skips across. Kavervig for three, off the iron. Deutsch the rebound, another chance. Here comes a three. Is it in time? It is not. And Kindred will hang on to win this one, 56-53. They are on to the Region 1 championship game. Instant classic out here in Wahpeton.
They had their chances, right? They got the shot. I don't think they got the shot that they wanted, but they had one shot. They got the old board. You get another shot. You did everything that you could do. Kindred played really good defense there. That's sometimes how the ball rolls, right?
So our final 56-53 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Post-game show coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Day Kids Farms of Ada, Minnesota, celebrating 63 years, is having their annual bull and female sale March 26th, 1:30 p.m., selling Angus and Poll Hereford yearling bulls along with 12 open elite heifer calves and 4 F1 baldy heifers. Go to www.dakitchfarms.com. Again, that's DAKITCH farms.com. All cattle sell DNA-tested carcass data and semen checked.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. 56-53, Kindred defeating Central Cass to go on to the Region 1 championship game. And joining us courtside, Riley Sunram. First off, a hard-fought game, instant classic. Congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
You guys in the first half, let's give credit to your opponent, the Central Cass Squirrels. They came out strong. It was you and Jaden who really kind of kept the train moving for you guys, but Kindred played a heck of a game. Central Cass.
Yeah, they came out hot. They had the energy right away, but we had some adversity. We handled it a little bit, and me and Jaden had a fight to bring our team back.
You guys were able to make some adjustments coming out of the locker room. What was the biggest message from your coach?
We had to get them off the three-point line. We had to have more energy than them, and we decided to believe we could win.
Last year, you guys obviously going on to win it all. You guys have had some experience. You've been in some big moments. How much did that play into this final score?
It helped us. It helped us a lot, but we got some new guys, and we just had to handle it better. And they're a better team, and yeah.
The Squirrels, finally the Squirrels come in. They shoot a three for a chance to tie this, potentially send this one into overtime. They miss the first. They get the second opportunity. Those tenths of a second must have felt like an eternity. What was going through your mind?
I was just trying to get to the shooters and try to communicate to my guys, and just thought the clock would run down faster, but it felt like, wow, yeah.
All right, well, congratulations for you guys on this win again, and we'll see you on Thursday. Why don't you hand that over to Coach Whale here. We'll get a chance to talk to him.
All right, thank you.
Again, a victory here for Kindred. They defeat Central Cass 56-53, the final on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We got Coach Brad Whale here to join us. And Coach, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Coach, a big congratulations for you guys. And I had asked Riley about your opponent, the Central Cass Squirrels. They got you guys in the regular season, and you guys, you know they're a hard team, athletic team, and hats off to your opponent. I know you guys have a lot of respect for them.
I absolutely do, or we absolutely have a lot of respect for them. They're a very high-quality basketball team. They're very skilled on the perimeter. They really make it very difficult to guard, and we struggled right out of the gate. Credit to our kids for hanging in there, and we had to switch some things up, and we got it done.
Yeah, Riley and Jaden were the two guys for you in the first half. They kept the offense moving. They kept away some second chance opportunities for Central Cass. What can you say about particularly the first half performance from those two young men?
Well, Riley is certainly capable of shooting the basketball from the perimeter. We've been kind of waiting for it all year long, but he's really kind of been our most consistent player as a sophomore. Jaden has just been a beast this second half of the season. He had to get healthy first, but he's been doing a nice job defensively and especially on the glass.
Those final few seconds, Central Cass came up. They had the chance to tie this game. That first shot comes up, misses, they get the rebound. What's the initial thought going through your head?
Well, I think my heart almost stopped there for a while. We didn't execute very well at the end, but lucky for us, the shot fell off the rim and we get out of here with a 3-point win. It's all about survival at this stage of the game.
It's been you, Central Cass, and Enderlin atop of this region. Obviously, just room for two of you to play for the championship. It will be the Enderlin Eagles on Thursday. I know you want to enjoy this moment here tonight, but it's on to the next one. What are you expecting out of the Eagles?
I expect a very hard-fought game, a lot of big kids on the floor. We had a great game with them there about a week ago in Enderlin. We came out with a win. It's anybody's game at this stage of the game. We know what type of opponent they are. They have a lot of good players, and we got to contain them. We got to keep them off the glass and do a better job than we did the first time.
All right, Coach. Again, congratulations, and we'll see you again on Thursday.
Thank you, guys.
Brad Rail, head coach of the Kindred Vikings. Again, a win here to move on to the Region 1 championship game Thursday, which we'll have for you on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a break. We'll go over final numbers. We'll give away some of our game accolades. That is all coming up next on Your Live Event.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by the alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continued support. Go Eagles!
Back here on our post-game show, a final Kindred 56, Central Cass 53, a big win for the Vikings as they will move on to play Enderlin Thursday for the Region 1 Championship. I'm Joel Morgan. Jay Bachman has been here for the broadcast. Again, thanks for joining us out here. And this just an instant classic between these two, and both of these teams fought all the way down to the end.
Yeah, just a hard-fought game. 5 lead changes, you said. Like, that's a lot.
All in this, final 26 seconds of the first half, 4 of them coming in the second half. I mean, and looking at some of these numbers, I'll go more in depth here in a minute, but, neither team shooting particularly well in the second half. It was, things like rebounds. Kindred won 34-26 on the rebound, points off the bench. Kindred outscores Central Cass 11-2. So, a lot of those numbers, those little things are what makes the difference, and that's why you practice those little things. You work on those little things because when you're in close games like this is where they come into play.
Absolutely. The points off the bench is huge. Game total, they shot, Kindred shot 47 and Central Cass shot 41. In 3-point game, that's huge, right? I said it earlier. I said I think the 3-pointers are going to come into play. Central Cass made a couple in big moments, but Sunram hitting 2 of 2. That's, that's big time. That's the difference between winning and losing this game is right there. And there's, in such a close game, hard-fought game, you could pick out 10 little things. This changes, that changes. And they both played so hard. They fought so well. I'm sad that both of them can't win and play. Play Thursday. I mean, Enderlin deserves it too, but it's just hard to see both teams playing this hard, this good, one of them having to go home.
Yeah, and we said top 3 teams. 3 of your teams, your top 3 teams in your region are 3 of the top 3 teams in the state, and you knew only 2 of them are going to play in the game, and it should be a good one Thursday, but absolute hard-fought contest between these 2 teams. We'll take another break. We'll come back to get you our final numbers. We'll also get a chance to give away some of our game accolades coming up next. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
From too wet to too dry, we know Mother Nature has the final say on the crop. Count on Irie Insurance to help manage that risk. Irie Insurance has a proven track record with over 30 years of experience as a crop insurance leader. Protect your legacy with the right tools to do the job. Learn more at IrieInsurance.com or by calling your local agent in Devils Lake, Hillsboro, Hope, Mackville, Towner, and West Fargo.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Friday, March 18th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 52 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, along with 11 head of April calving heifers. The sale will be broadcast on DV Auction, and you can request a catalog today by emailing gjrangus@feltontel.net. Call them at 701-361-3189. The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, offering 52 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, along with 11 bred heifers. Friday, March 18th at 1 o'clock.
56-53. Kindred wins our final on Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Let's take a look at some numbers from this game. Kindred, we'll start with the Kindred Vikings. They shot 47% in this game, 34% in the second half. Neither team shot particularly well in the second half. Central Cass shot 36% in the second half of this game. They ended up shooting 41%. Rebounds goes to Kindred, 34-26. 5 lead changes, 4 ties in this game. Again, 4 of those 5 lead changes come in the second half of this game. The only lead change in the first half came in the final 26 seconds. Some individual numbers for Kindred. Paul Olson, 17 points, 7 rebounds. Max McQuillan, 7 points, 8 rebounds. Jaden Peraza, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 10 of them in the first half when offense was scarce for Kindred. He scored 10 in the first half. Riley Sunram finishes with 12 points, 5 rebounds. 2 for 2 on three-pointers, made his team's only 2 threes, and in a game this close, all those points really coming right down to the wire. For Central Cass, Jake Deutsch continues his tear through this tournament. 24 points, led all scorers, 10 for 21 from the field, 3 rebounds, an assist. Sam Kovervig, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 6 points for Carter Verkota. Cole Holzer, 5 for 6 from the field, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Well, Tyler Cruchet finishes with 2 points for the Central Cass Squirrels, who are now 18-4 on the season. They will play in the third place game on Thursday. They will play against Oak Grove. That will begin at 6. Kindred, who improves to 19-2, will play against the Enderlin Eagles. We'll have that game. That will begin at 7:30, and we'll have that here on yourliveevent.com. Time to give away some of our game accolades. First, our Enbridge Energy player of the game, and that is going to go to Riley Sunram, who finishes this game. Again, he finishes with 12 points, 9 in the first half, the only 2 made threes that come in the game for the Kindred Vikings. So he is the Enbridge Energy player of the game. Well, our RDK Enterprises Precision player of the game, Jaden Peraza, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 10 points coming in the first half of this game. He is our RDK Enterprises Precision player of the game. So what's coming up next? Well, Thursday night, we will have the Region 1 championship game beginning at 7:30, and that will feature the Kindred Vikings against the Enderlin Eagles at 7:30. Third place game will be at 6 o'clock, and that one will feature Oak Grove. And the Central Cass Squirrels. For Jay Bachman, I'm Joel Morgan. Remind you once again our final score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard: Kindred 56, Central Cass 53. Thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com.